Welcome to VGuide TV. In this video, I'll explain the questions from rational numbers. This is part 1 video of rational number. So we will see few questions. The first question. Simplify 2 by 3 into minus 5 by 4 plus minus 10 by 3 into 5 by 2 minus 116 by 3 into minus 55 by 32. The whole divided by 3 by 2 into minus 9 by 14 into minus 1 by 7. If you see this type of question, how we can do the answer? See, this type of questions, what we should do is, first I'm doing the term which is inside the bracket. So this bracket you see, 2 by 3 into minus 5 by 4. So I'm multiplying 2 into 5, it is 10. 3 into 4, it is 12. Right? So I'm just writing here this same term. I can write it as 2 by 3 into minus 5 by 4. I have written. Here also minus 10 by 3 into 5 by 2. That also I have written. Minus 10 by 3 into 5 by 2. Minus this term also. Minus 16 by 3 into minus 55 by 32. The whole divided by this term also. 3 by 2 into minus 9 by 14 into minus 1 by 7. Okay. Now, each term we are going to multiply. The term inside the bracket. 2 into minus 5. Minus 10 by minus 12. Right. So, we are getting it as minus 10 by minus 12. Sorry, minus 10 by 12. Minus 10 by 12 means I can just write this will be equal to 5 by 6. Minus 5 by 6. That is this term. We are multiplying numerator into numerator, denominator into denominator. 2 into minus 5, minus 10. 3 into 4, 12. So when you are dividing both divided by 2, it will be 5 by 6. So that number is minus 5 by 6. I have simplified and written. Next term is minus 10 into 5 divided by 3 into 2. So what will happen? Minus 10 into 5 means it is nothing but minus 50 divided by 6. This also if you divide with 2, I can write minus 25 by 3. That is this term. Minus 25 by 3. Right? Now, if you see this term, minus 16 into minus 55 by 3 into 32. I can cancel these two terms because 16 into 2 is 32. 16 into 2 is 32. So, minus 55 by 3 into 2. What is 3 into 2? 6. Clear? What I did, I multiplied this 2 into 5 by 3 into 12. It is minus 10 by 12. I simplified as minus 5 by 6. Minus 10 into 5 is 50 divided by 6. Minus 50 by 6 we can write it as minus 25 by 3. Now if you see this term 16 and 32 we can cancel and we get 2. So it is minus 55 by 6. If you see this denominator, we can write 3 by 2, 3 by 2, 3 by 2 is 3 by 2 only. This I multiplied. Minus 9 into minus 1, it is plus 9 divided by 14 into 7. What is 14 into 7? 14 into 7 is 98. 14 into 7, it is coming as 98. So I have written this 98. After seeing this thing, you can understand that we need to add these all terms means we should take the LCM. So what is the LCM of 6, 3 and 6? So the LCM of 6, 3 and 6 is nothing but 6 only. So I have written 6. 6 divided by 6 is 1. 1 into minus 5, minus 5. Right? Next, 6 divided by 3, it is 2. 2 into 25, 50. This minus is there, so minus 50. Minus 6 divided by 6 is 1. So it is minus 55. So what I did, this full term I have taken the LCM. LCM and added. Divided by 3 into 9, 27 by 2 into 98, 196. If you add minus 5, minus 50, minus 55, it will be equal to minus 110 divided by 6, right? Divided by 27 by 196. So we know that if you want to divide this minus 110 by 6 divided by 27 by 196 means we have to take the reciprocal of this term. Reciprocal of this term and multiply. That is minus 110 by 6 into 196 by 27. Right? Division and all, it will be difficult. So what I am doing is I multiply these two. 196 into 1110. It will be equal to 110. So 196 into 110 is what we are getting. It will be equal to 200. It will be equal to 21560 divided by 162. After that, we are dividing this term. After that, we are dividing, that is 21560 by 162 I am getting. I will divide these. If you divide 215 by 60, I will get an answer 133 into 14 by 162. 133, 14 by 162. But this answer is not there. Here minus is there, minus, here also minus is there. So this answer is not there. So what we are doing? So I can cancel this 14 and 162 by 2. So it will be 7 by 81. So we'll get an answer. I did not put here minus 133 into 7 by 81. So which answer? This is your answer. Minus 133 into 7 by 81. Minus 133 into minus 133 7 by 81. Minus 133 7 by 81. So you know that if you multiply, this is like this is our quotient, this is the remainder, this is the divisor, right? So quotient we are writing, remainder and the divisor. So if you multiply these two and if you add with the remainder, we should get this answer, right? So what all things we did? The terms inside the bracket I multiplied first, okay? After that, we need to add means we should take the LCM. After taking LCM, how to divide? Taking the reciprocal we are taking and multiplying. That all simple. After this term, after getting this thing, this is not there in the answer. So the answer in the form of like a mixed fractions they are given. So what I did is this number I divided. When I divided, I got a quotient of 133 and remainder of 14 and the divisor is 162. 162 divisor only. So I'll get an answer minus 133 14 by 162. But they gave like a simplified form. If you divide 14 and 162 by 2, it will be 7 by 81. So your answer is minus 133 7 by 81. Clear? The next question is, see the next question. To reduce the rational number in its standard form, we divide its numerator and denominator by their. So it means that we have a number here. So it's a divide. See what we need to do. We have a number. We need to reduce it to the standard form. So it means that, for example, I have 25 by 30. I need to make it standard form means you take the HCF of that. What is called HCF? Highest common factor. 25 and 30 we can divide with 5. So it is 5 and 6. Again we cannot divide with the same number. So its HCF is 5. So if I am dividing with the HCF, numerator and denominator, that is 25 divided by 5, 30 divided by 5. It is 5 by 6. This is a standard form. So I can tell that to reduce a rational number in its standard form, we divide its numerator and denominator with their HCF. HCF is called highest common factor. Highest common factor we can reduce to the standard form. This is a simple question. Which of the following shows the distributive property of multiplication over addition for rational numbers? So what is called a distributive property? I have written here distributive property. Distributive property means you take a number like this, a into b plus c. A into b plus c means you have to multiply a with b and you have to multiply a with c, and we need to add it. So a into b plus a into c. So if you see this number, minus 3 by 4 into 1 by 3 plus minus 5 by 7 means we have to multiply 3 by 4 into 1 by 3. At the same time we have to multiply 3 by 4 into 5 by 7. So minus 3 by 4 into 1 by 3 plus minus 3 by 4 into minus 5 by 7. So that is the first answer. So distributive property means you have to remember this formula. A into b plus c, we can write it as a into b plus a into c. A into b plus a into c. Now, next question. If they give two statements, A, the rational numbers are always closed under division. Next, and R is division by 0 is not defined. So they gave two statements, and see the options they are given, both A and R are correct. This is the first one statement, this is another statement. So we need to check it, its statement is correct or wrong. So if you see the rational number is always closed under division means we can divide, always we can divide the rational number. But there is a condition that for any rational number A, if you take any rational number, but A divided by 0, it is not defined. We cannot divide a number with a 0. We cannot divide a number with 0. So what they told is rational numbers are always closed means it is wrong. We cannot divide a number with 0. So the first statement is not correct. But the second statement is correct. Division of a by 0 is not defined. We don't know the value of 5 by 0. It is not defined. It is not defined. So by seeing this, I understood the first statement is wrong because it is not always closed under division. We cannot divide a number with a 0. But the second statement is correct. Division by 0 is not defined. That is correct. So your answer is A is false and R is true. A is false and R is true. Next question. If A, B, C are rational numbers, then associativity of rational numbers under addition is given by. What is called associative property? Associative property also very simple. This is called associative property. If I need to add few number, see A plus B plus C, I need to add some number. So they are telling first we need to add B plus C, then you add with A. That is equivalent to if you add A plus B plus C. So this is called associative property. We can do the grouping like a B plus C or A plus B. Okay. So the answer is A plus B plus C is A plus B plus C. This is called a associative property. So what we defined, so today I told you two important property. One is called associative property, other one is called the distributive property. Distributive property is A into B plus C is A into B plus A into C. But associative property is A plus B plus C is A plus B plus C. Clear? Then I told about the HCF, how to reduce the number to a standard form. I hope you understood this. And the first question you see, it's a very, very important question, how to simplify it. Simplifying what I have taken the terms, what is there in the bracket. I got like a little simplified form. Then I took the LCM. Then I added numerator and the term in the numerator we did and denominator. Then how to divide a number, taking the reciprocal and multiply it. After that, you check the answer. Answer in this form it's not there. So what I did, I divided. And I have written quotient, remainder, divisor. Clear? Hope you enjoyed the class. Watch my next video, Rational Numbers Part 2. Subscribe the channel and press the bell button so that you will get the notification whenever we upload the new video. Thank you for watching Week ITV.